Link down below as always to credit where I'm getting my information from. I'm going to read through this really, really quick because it's so well written, and then I'll put my own words, my own thoughts into the matter really quickly so that it's not just plagiarism here. So backstage update on Damian Priest's major WWE Money in the Bank 2024 botch. The whole thing, who was in the wrong, the people calling for Drew McIntyre's music, was it the ref? Was it Damian? Was it both? So as seen on Saturday, pay-per-view, Damian Priest failed to kick out of a pin attempt by Seth Rollins during their World Heavyweight title match. After Rollins hit the Falcon Arrow, the ref only counted to 2, while Priest's shoulders were clearly on the mat. This was a major botch, which Triple H later confirmed during the post-show media scrum, saying that it wasn't a big deal. And according to a report from Fightful Select, the ref in the match was Rob Zapata. He's the same ref that got fined after WrestleMania 35 when he counted a 3 count after Ronda Rousey didn't keep her shoulder down, because the decree at the time was that matches should be counted as shoots. Of course, this happened during the Vince McMahon era. With the new era, there is said to be no heat on Priest or Zapata over what happened. Numerous sources have confirmed that Priest was supposed to kick out, which I agree with. Abso-freaking-lutely, he was supposed to kick out because regardless, he wasn't supposed to lose the match. So kick out. It's really not that big of a deal. And although he was frustrated, he was doing okay backstage after the match. Priest, that is. It was said that Zapata counted, that if Zapata counted to 3, sorry, helps if I can read properly here, the title would have switched to Rollins. Now that is where I want to interject my own thoughts and say that would have been a much greater botch, because at that point you're completely screwing up the storyline, and it's so hard to undo that, right? So this would have meant that Drew McIntyre's cash-in would have been a one-on-one match, would have made it that CM Punk's attack on McIntyre would have been difficult, because as it wouldn't have been under triple threat, no DQ rule stipulations, right? When it's a triple threat, think about that. So that's where I want to throw in something again. At first I was like, why? Because I have to remember, these storylines are scripted, right? It's like, why would he make it a triple threat match and not just wait for the person to cash in, wait for them to finish the match? Well, actually, they still could have done that, to be honest with you. And then CM Punk would have just attacked at the end. But in order for CM Punk to be able to attack during the show, they made Drew cash in on the match while it was going on, and that also makes Drew look more ballsy, have more courage, and be like, I don't need to wait till they're both down and it's a one-on-one situation, right? So yeah, there's that. And then when it's a one-on-one match, he wouldn't have been able to like wrap the mic cord around him, smacking around with the chair, because those one-on-one matches, I believe, they are under regular rules. So yeah, it would have just complicated things for sure. Additionally, Rollins' stipulation of not challenging for the title if he lost to Priest would have been null and void, of course, because then Rollins would have won, and then Priest would have been kicked out of the Judgment Day. So this could have been absolutely horrific. While many fans assume the reason for the botch was because Drew McIntyre's music was supposed to interrupt the count, no one has actually confirmed that to be the point. One producer openly stated that this wasn't the vibe they had. They added that the entrance music, first of all, shouldn't have stopped the pinfall count anyways, which is true. It's not like the ref goes 1, 2, and then you hear the music, and then what, you just stop counting? No, it doesn't work that way. So for me, and it's not to keep shitting on him, because I'm not shitting on him, but if I had to point, if I had to point the finger at one individual person more than anybody, at the top of the list, it would be Damian. You were supposed to win. You did win. You're not supposed to get pinned for the 3 count, period. At all. So after 1, 2, you kick out. The ref is the savior in this case, because a lot of people have been dunking on the ref. And for me, it's the other way around. He just pretended like he kicked out when he did. He's like, oh yeah, 1, 2, 2. Meanwhile, his shoulders are still on the mat. Great. Because it wasn't supposed to be a 3 count. So I don't understand why people are giving the ref a hard time. I'm not saying you should be giving Damian Priest a hard time. Things happen, and that's why this is like a group effort, right? You've got the ref who's got to be in on everything. And that's why they're so important. And of course, Damian, whatever. And at the same time, no, I wouldn't put that on Seth. Like you go to pin and then 1, 2, and then you see that it's going to be a 3. What do? You just like stand up and say no, like, because you're assuming the guy's just going to kick out. So yeah, again, it's on Damian, and the ref completely saved that. Think about that. Had the ref, and then I'm done the video. Had the ref counted to 3, we'd have a new champion that's not supposed to be champion. Would have completely screwed up the storyline, and it would have forced Damian Priest out of the Judgment Day, which is huge. So there's like a lot at stake here. It's not like you could just kind of like reverse it and go back in the past. You can't do that. And I'm sure in the past, things like this have happened where people have the Montreal Screwjob, right? Or with Earl Hebner. Yeah, I'm sure it's happened a couple of times where a ref counts to 3 and a winner gets declared a winner when they weren't supposed to. And you have to anticipate that. However, it's pretty simple. Before each match, you tell the ref, you make it clear. You tell them what's going to happen. He's not to lose the belt. Drew McIntyre's going to come out, right? So make sure you don't count the 3. And he did his job. He did not count the 3. I'm done talking about it. I don't know how many minutes this video has been. About 6 minutes talking about one thing. Just let me know down below what your thoughts are. It's not a big deal if you think I'm wrong. You'd be like, no. It should have been this, should have been that. Just let me know what you think. Thumbs up if you liked the video. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. Thumbs down if you didn't like it. I'll bend it in half, twist it, break it off inside your ass with a solo Sakoan spike. Your thumb, not mine. And if you want to subscribe, naturally that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. And maybe if I'm lucky, I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.